How do I select people to become a disciple for Qi Men Dun Jia? I think a lot of people, they have this worry that when I do a selection, it might be a bit complicated, or it might be very tough to even become a disciple itself, or we call it training, whichever your terms you call it. And there are two things I want to be very emphasized on to choose a disciple. First of all is this. The person, in terms of character, it must be of a righteousness person, a good person. In nature, they should be a good person. And because when they are using these skills to help people, they are able to have a lot of impact for other people. But if they were to use these skills for negative purposes or bad purposes, then it will also destroy other people. So that is something I'm very particular about, because I don't want to groom a demon. I don't want to groom a devil, you see. Because there are people who are always using this skill to try to make a lot of money, to try to create a lot of empire for themselves. But at the end of the day, this is not for them. They may make money from this, but eventually there's something called karma. Whatever is not belongs to you, it will not belong to you. Everything will go back into the norm. Whatever goes up will come down. Same logic. Second thing I'm very particular about is I want to make sure that the person that comes in will be benefiting from the whole thing rather than harming them. So I will see the date of birth and the time and the city of birth or where they are located. Of course, sometimes if I want to go further, I will ask them what is their purpose of learning this trait itself or this skill itself. Of course, they can tell the truth, or if they cannot tell the truth, I will know. Basically, when I learn Qi Men Dun Jia, I have the ability to see whether this person is telling the truth or not. And because of that, basing on the date of birth and the time of birth and the city of birth, I'm able to see the person's chart in terms of the suitability. What do I mean by suitability to learn? Is that when they learn, are they able to benefit themselves and able to benefit other people? The next question I ask myself is, if they were to learn this particular skill, is it going to harm them? If it's going to harm them, I'm going to reject them. Or I'm going to tell them, this is not suitable for you. You may want to consider something else. Because when I say harm them, it could be emotional harm, it could be psychological harm, it could be health harm, or even worst case, family harm. Can I see that from the chart? Yes, I can see that from the chart. I've seen so many cases whereby when the person learn Qi Men Dun Jia, and I tell them they should not learn, but they learn from somebody else, eventually all hell breaks loose. Whatever they have earned and learned and accomplished in life, all go down the drain. Or even they have health issue, go for operation, mental stress, mental depression. All this I'm already able to see. So that's why I'm very particular about those people who want to learn Qi Men Dun Jia, because it's a very powerful tool, but yet it's also a dangerous tool. You use it correctly, you're able to help a lot of people and help yourself. But if you use it wrongly, you can destroy yourself and your life will turn around and become worse. You see, so that's something whereby I'm very particular about choosing a disciple, or you call it trainee, or even people who want to learn from me just to attend a normal apprentice class. I also very particular about it. Half of the people I reject. There was a case whereby over 200 people applied for these trainee programs at one time. 3/4 of them rejected or not suitable. Sometimes, of course, the way they approach, the way they question me is that I know what kind of style they are. So I'm very particular about all this kind of thing, because the thing that you communicate, the thing that you say is going to tell people who you are, what you are, when you're going to help people next time as a Qi Men Dun Jia practice, or as a practitioner, or as a master, or as a consultant. End of the day, if you are not a right person, you're not a good person, you are not suitable to be in this industry. So if you really want to help people, yes, go ahead and be yourself, be rightful, be a good person. Then, end of the day is, everything goes back in a cycle. Whatever you contribute to society, to the other people, and you help more people, good things will come back to you. The question is, what is your intent? Are you going to make money for yourself? Are you going to help other people? So it's two different things altogether. So anyway, these are some of my thoughts related to accepting a disciple, accepting a trainee. All right, so whoever that don't believe or don't agree with what I'm doing, it's okay. They can always learn from somebody else, you see. But end of the day is anybody want to learn from me, want to become my disciple, become my trainee, these are the conditions I set. I will not bow down. I will not say, maybe I will think about it. Yeah, it's not me. All right. So anyhow, thank you for watching this video on my saying related to a disciple program. Thanks.